Look at your wrist. Right now, if you are one of the millions of people wearing a smartwatch, there is a device sitting against your skin that knows more about you than your closest friend. It knows your resting heart rate. It knows the exact millisecond variability between your heartbeats. It knows if you slept well last night. It knows if you are stressed. For the last decade, we have treated these devices as benevolent health coaches. We trade our data for dopamine. We chase the closed ring. We optimize our sleep score. But imagine a slight shift in the code. What if that data wasn't just a health metric, but a financial asset? What if your heart rate was a stock ticker? What if your sleep quality was a bond yield? What if the steady thrum of your pulse was a tradable commodity, owned, speculated on, and shorted by multinational corporations? Welcome to the era of the human stock market. We are standing on the precipice of a new financial reality, one where the old adage, health is wealth, is being taken literally and weaponized. We are currently transitioning from the Internet of Things to the Internet of Bodies. We are watching insurance companies and fintechs quietly build the infrastructure to turn your biology into a credit score. And by the end of this, I'm going to make a prediction. A future where your universal basic income isn't a human right, but a paycheck for selling your biometrics to the highest bidder. To understand where we are going, we have to look at the trajectory of the last 20 years. We have been living through the age of the Internet of Things, IoT. This was the era of the smart home. It was your fridge talking to your phone, your thermostat learning your schedule, your doorbell watching your porch. The promise was convenience. The reality, as we now know, was surveillance. We filled our homes with sensors, and in exchange we got to turn off the lights with our voice. But surveillance capitalism has a hunger that cannot be satisfied by external data alone. It needs to get closer. We are now shifting to the Internet of Bodies, IOB. The RAND Corporation, a massive global think tank often associated with defense strategy, defines the IOB as devices that monitor the human body, collect health information, and transmit that data over the Internet. But they break it down into 3 generations, and this is where you can see the roadmap clearly. Generation 1 is body external. This is where we are now. Apple Watches, Fitbits, Aura rings. They are in constant contact with us, but they can be removed. Generation 2 is body internal. This is happening right now in the medical field. We have smart pacemakers that transmit data directly to hospitals. We have digital pills, medication with edible sensors that, once swallowed, react with your stomach acid to send a signal to a patch on your skin, confirming you took your meds. Generation 3 is body embedded. This is the final frontier. Technology melded with biology, neural interfaces, brain-computer links. The Internet of Things was about monitoring your environment. The Internet of Bodies is about monitoring you. And this transition is critical because it changes the nature of the data being harvested. When Google tracks your clicks, they are tracking your behavior. When an IOB device tracks your cortisol levels, they are tracking your biology. Behavior can be faked. You can use a VPN. You can browse incognito. Biology doesn't lie, and that makes it the most valuable asset class in history. This brings us to a concept coined by the historian Keith Breckenridge, biometric capitalism. For years, we've talked about surveillance capitalism, the model perfected by Facebook and Google. In that model, you are the product because of what you do. In biometric capitalism, you are the product because of what you are. Let's look at the financial sector. Why do banks care about your credit score? They want to calculate risk. They want to know the probability that you will pay them back. But what is the ultimate risk to a lender? It's not just that you'll lose your job. It's that you'll get sick. It's that you'll die. Historically, banks couldn't legally or logistically factor your health into a loan application, but that wall is crumbling. A few years ago, researchers at Duke University found a direct statistical link between low credit scores and poor cardiovascular health. They calculated the heart age of participants. The result: people with lower credit scores had older hearts. The researchers suggested that the same traits that make you bad with money, lack of self-control, high stress, poor planning, also make you bad at managing your health. Now, flip that logic. If credit scores predict health, can health data predict creditworthiness? In the eyes of a bank, the answer is yes. We are already seeing this in developing nations where traditional credit bureaus don't exist. Fintech lenders use alternative data to decide who gets a loan. Right now, that data includes things like your GPS history, your contacts list, and how fast you type on your phone. But how long until the alternative data required for a microloan includes a week's worth of biometric data? Imagine opening a loan app. It asks for access to your Apple Health Kit. Show us your resting heart rate is stable. Show us you sleep 8 hours a night. Show us you are disciplined. If you comply, your interest rate drops by 2%. If you don't, you're flagged as high risk. This is the dawn of compliance finance. You aren't just paying with money. You are paying with obedience. You might be sitting there thinking, I would never agree to that. That's dystopian. But you already are. And you're doing it for a $5 Starbucks gift card. The Trojan horse for this entire industry is insurance. In 2018, John Hancock, one of the oldest life insurers in America, announced a radical shift. They said that moving forward, all their policies would include interactive elements. They partnered with Vitality, a global wellness discovery platform. The pitch is simple. Gamify your health. You wear a Fitbit. You share the data. If you hit your step goals, if you go to the gym, if you buy healthy food, you earn points. Points get you Amazon discounts. They get you cheap hotels. And crucially, they get you a lower insurance premium. It sounds like a win-win. You get healthy, they pay out less in claims. But let's look at the dark side of this equation. If you can lower your premium by being good, you are implicitly accepting a system where you are punished for being bad. This creates a system of dynamic pricing for your existence. Right now, your insurance premium is a flat rate, calculated maybe once a year based on your age and a general questionnaire. In the human stock market, your rate floats like a currency. Had a bender last weekend, your liver enzymes spiked, your premium just went up for the month. Skipped the gym for 2 weeks because you were depressed. Your risk score increased, and so did your mortgage interest rate. This is what we call post-privacy finance. In this world, privacy becomes a luxury tax. We are already seeing the rise of data DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. The pitch from these companies is seductive. Big tech is stealing your data. You should own it. You should sell it. So you sign up. You link your wearables. You upload your genomic data from 23andMe. They bundle your data with thousands of others and sell it to pharmaceutical companies for R&D. You get a check or a crypto token at the end of the month. It sounds empowering. I'm monetizing my own body. But think about what this does to the human experience. It turns your physical well-being into a gig economy hustle. It turns your body into a miner. If you are short on rent this month, do you go for an extra run to mine some more health tokens? Do you fast for 16 hours to get your blood sugar into the bonus range? This is the ultimate commodification. Your heart rate is no longer just a rhythm of life, it is a proof-of-work mechanism for the financial system. And this brings me to my final and perhaps most terrifying prediction. How do you get 8 billion people to voluntarily sign up for the human stock market? You don't force them, you feed them. We are entering an age of AI automation. As jobs disappear, the conversation around universal basic income, UBI, is moving from fringe economic theory to mainstream necessity. But UBI has a massive logistical problem: identity. If you are giving away free money, how do you stop bots from claiming 1 billion checks? How do you prove that person A is a real, unique human being? You need proof of personhood. Enter Worldcoin, co-founded by Sam Altman, the same man building the AI that might take your job. Their device, the orb, scans your iris. It creates a unique biometric hash, an iris code, to prove you are human. In exchange for scanning your eyeball, you get free crypto. As of right now, millions of people in developing nations, and increasingly in Europe, have looked into the orb. Critics call it a privacy nightmare. Worldcoin calls it a financial network for everyone. But connect the dots. If UBI becomes a reality, it won't be a check in the mail. It will be a deposit into a digital wallet that is gated by your biometrics. My prediction is this: in the future, your universal basic income will be conditional on your biometric compliance. The social contract will be replaced by a smart contract. To receive your monthly allowance, you will need to verify your proof of personhood continuously, not just a one-time scan. Please look into the camera to unlock your funds. Please verify your heart rate to prove you are a living human and not a deepfake. And once that infrastructure is in place, once you must share your biometrics to eat, the gatekeepers can add conditions. Your UBI transfer is pending, but we noticed your preventative health score is low. Complete these 3 workout modules to unlock your full payment. It effectively tokenizes the social safety net. It creates a world where your biology is the key to your survival, but the lock is owned by a corporation. The transition from the Internet of Things to the Internet of Bodies is not just a technological upgrade. It is an economic revolution. We are moving from a world where we used tools to a world where we are the tools. The human stock market promises a lot of things. It promises precision medicine. It promises cheaper insurance. It promises a financial safety net in an AI world. But the cost is the final shred of your autonomy. It turns your biological existence into a set of tradable, speculative, and monetizable assets. It asks you to treat your body not as a temple, but as a portfolio. And the question you have to ask yourself is, when your body goes public, who holds the controlling share? The future isn't coming anymore. It's being installed. You can either be a user of the new system or a product of it. The choice is yours. Hit that subscribe button to keep your eyes open, and I'll catch you on the other side.